What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with Flea. Today we got a couple sponsors. First off, of course, Pink Horsepower. Fellas, if you're down and out, take a shot of Pink Horsepower. Go on and up and up. No need for the panicking. Pink Horsepower, leave you stiffer than a mannequin. Make sure you go get yours. Pink-horsepower.net. Second sponsor is the movie Is It a Crime? Starring yours truly. In selected theaters this Friday, streaming everywhere the 25th this Tuesday. Let's check out a scene from there.
There's the 3 p.m. with Sachi, and that should. Can you rearrange my calendar? You are an hour late. No need. You're a bad girl.
Just be careful of your moves.
Daddy, he loves me very much. We could start working on a family.
You mean a baby? Honey, you're kidding, right?
I was thinking maybe we rent out the guest house. Hi.
So you're showing the house?
Well, is he cute? He's a handsome man, yes.
Everything looks great. Everything.
You never know who you're lying to.
Get this slut out of here!
You don't like it, go back to Mike, your husband.
What if I can change that?
You can see I just got the insects all over your face.
Wait.
Hey.
If I will something, I will for you. No matter what the...
This is crazy.
Do you trust me? Don't worry, honey.
I'm calling for you. I'm looking somewhere else.
You don't know me like you think you do.
What's good, man? I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. We're at 130,000 subscribers already. Thank you for everything, all the fans. The channel is growing quickly, and we came to give exclusive footage. So I appreciate y'all for appreciating me, man. We got the boy, Bezo in the studio today. Larry here. We got this scared ass nigga Sin City on the motherfucking screen. Sin scared of the old gatekeepers and the powers that be. Talking about, yo, let me ask my audience, and y'all could, this is live, so if y'all watching this at 9 a.m., y'all can see it right out. Well, hold on. Damn, I'm gonna put my jacket back on after this, Nick, and tell niggas to tune in after the, yeah, damn, you should have. Yeah, on It Is What It Is. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this nigga scared of the old gatekeepers and everything. I want to ask our fans right now in the comments, would y'all like me to be censored? Because Sin says I should be a little more censored. This is a nigga that wants to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants to do it, but he telling me to calm down a little bit because we're not going to be invited to certain things. Like, I give a fuck about being invited to certain things. I had a strip club in Miles for the last 20 years. I go to strip clubs just to support my friends. Shout out to my nigga Floyd and all the other people I know with strip clubs. But I bring the strippers to me. I bring my fun to me. I don't care about hanging out with certain niggas and being around other niggas and being like, oh, we wasn't invited. Even if we was invited, the niggas who gatekeeping, they wouldn't have liked us. They would have been mad awkward because they looking at us, we looking at them, and then it's not a fun atmosphere. So I don't want to be nowhere that nobody wants me anyway, because at the end of the day, I don't like you and you don't like me, and we know that. So Sin's talking about, let's calm it down because I wanted to go. I wanted to be there. Well, now you want to be places. This nigga's a wild nigga. This is a nigga that I invite everywhere, and he's too busy doing whatever he likes to do that he can't make it. I'm talking about big time shit. All-Star, Dion, Colorado. You talking about Nah, I gotta go take care of a few things. All right, fine. Just miss out. But yeah, commented at the bottom, he wants to censor what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, Sin, with censoring me before we get on to the questions? What do you have to say about this?
I seen Gilly was on Club Shay Shay, and he asked him about the Roc Nation cookout.
Okay.
And Gilly said there's no reason for me to go, and along with his other reasons. And I wanted to know why you never went and why you was never invited, and how do you feel about that?
About the Roc Nation brunch? I'm not talking about the Roc. What I'm talking about has nothing to do with the Roc Nation brunch, but I did see that clip. I did see that clip that Gilly's talking about and why I never went. Well, first of all, I was never invited. But what happens is this in life, right? People love doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I'm one of them niggas that if I do it twice and I like it, pause, I'll try and do it again or whatever. But I like to discover new things. I've done records with Jay-Z. I was actually signed to Jay-Z's company. I actually had a joint venture with Jay-Z and Def Jam. It's not a big deal for me to be around Jay-Z or Juan. Not just Jay-Z, Juan, which is my nigga. I love Juan. I played basketball against Juan growing up. Against not just him coaching, him actually used to play, Ray Diaz and all that. So it's not really a big deal for me to be around a bunch of men, because it'd be a little scattered bitches at that shit. And then it's a bunch of men. Secondly, you got a bunch of people just hanging out, taking pictures, and not piggybacking off Gilly shit at all. Because I think it's great for him to bring new artists there and whatever they do there. I don't fucking know. I've never been there. But at the end of the day, why am I going to see niggas I've seen 100 times and then it's really nothing to talk about? Is it a great tool for new younger artists? Absolutely. I remember watching Tank, the boxer. He was excited to go for the first time. And I dig he never met Jay-Z. I understand that. He was in the mirror. It was funny. People don't know, Tank's really got a lot of personality outside of boxing shit. He was doing a little interview in the mirror with himself, like, how I'm gonna say hello to Jay-Z? Hey, my man. Yo, what's up, my man? Like, his shit was funny. But I get that for people who've never been in that environment or never met Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z, listen, at the end of the day, one thing I never take away from Jay-Z is the hustle. Because I don't know Marcy Jay-Z, but I know 560 State Jay-Z. I never seen Jay-Z broke. I never seen him not have any money. Like I said before, when I met Jay-Z, he lived in 560 State Street. He had fish tanks in the wall. He lived in a duplex. He had his niggas in there, Beehive, Tata, Source Money, Jazz, etc. But at the end of the day, I know Jay-Z before he's a rapper, so to see his elevation, you know, if you sit there and listen to one of his songs, because I love Jay-Z's music, no matter how they feel about me, anything else, his music is definitely motivational, like super duper motivational. I love it. If you're a hustler, there's no way not to like what Jay-Z's talking about. But he had a line and he said, I came into this game 100 grand strong, 9 to be exact, from grinding G-Packs. And to have $1 billion from 100,000 to 900,000 is incredible. It really is incredible. So it's a testament to his hustle. But as far as just hanging out with niggas, we never kind of had that relationship. And I'm not going to go to a brunch to try and have that relationship there. I could just put a call.
So no to the brunch.
Did you ever see me there?
If you get invited, you're not going?
I would respectfully turn it down, but not to be rude, but it's just like, what are we getting out of it? And I'm not, like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm piggybacking off Gilly Show. I'm just, you know, we had these conversations, maybe not me and you, Sim, but it's like, what are we actually getting out of it? If we're getting something, and I don't mean money-wise, I mean opportunity. Nigga, I go brunch in Harlem, get 26 bitches, leave with me.
Facts.
Rihanna ain't leaving with me in that joint, not in front of everybody. No disrespect to Rihanna because she's married to ASAP now, but I'm just saying, when she was hanging out and single and everything else, what are you doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't get it. That's just me.
All right, but before we go on, did you figure out the girls' pages who you like to go visit? It's award time. gotta
You know what,
gotta
Sin?
get the baddies, of course.
You know what? I didn't, and they've been tagging me like, Cam, good looking for the shout out there. My love, what's up to my lovelies out there? They recognize the knowledge. LGA24, that's my baby right there. I said she's from Buffalo, but she's from Rochester. Shout out to LG24, of course. That's number one right now. Of course, Ray Veloso. What I'm gonna do is Sin, and I know that we're supposed to do it for this episode, but I'm gonna have us ready next Tuesday because I'm gonna have everybody's gram lined up so we can show the pictures. And maybe we could do a vote. Maybe we can see what the audience thinks. Yeah. What we'll do is this, because to me, that's why I said I'm gonna line it up, because it's different categories. You got your Fashion Nova queens, the bitches who look good only in Fashion Nova. You got your bodysuit, category. You got your bum ass bitch, but I still hit it category because she look good. Then you got girls who know how to put it together. Then you got the face card, the 90s, the Lisa Bonet, what's my baby name?
Nia Long.
Nia Moore. That's what I'm saying. When your face card matted, we're gonna go to that. So it's too many girls that pop up every day. Then we'll go to and I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean this more in a the freak way. The freaks of nature. Girls who asses is just or bodies like, yo, nah. It's crazy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I want to line it up into them 4 or 5 categories so I don't slight anybody. And then maybe we'll do a vote on it. But you're absolutely right. I had a long weekend. It was All-Star weekend. I didn't get into work till right before work. It is what it is. And now I'm doing this with you, so I didn't actually have time. But we really need to get that done. And I promise you we'll get done by next week. So we'll let the audience know.
Okay. That goes into the next question. You ever shot at a girl that we all know and missed?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But listen, to me, I miss a lot. And when I say miss, it ain't really about putting full forth effort. It's about practice sometimes. When you're a hunter, you don't always get the kill. But you still go out hunting. You see them lions on National Geographic. Sometimes them fucking deers get away. They hop a tree. They get over the fence. They get behind a bush. You don't always get the kill. But as long as you go out and you hunt, that's what it's really about. A lot of times, it was just a bitch in the hallway, man. You know, no, I won't say no names, niggas. Sugar Duggar was calling her last time he was here, little oxtail, because she had a little oxtail right. It wasn't a ponytail. It was a little rice and peas oxtail joint right here. So we was like, this bitch looked disgusting. Let's see if we could get her back to the crib. He's like, you want to come back? And she came. And and you know what? We put out after that. You ever see sometime where fishermen catch them good fish and take pictures with it? And you're like, yeah, I caught the fish. And then they throw them back. It's just about catching the fish. You may not even want the fish.
Facts.
But you just throw them back. That's what it's about. So I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I shoot a lot because every shot you don't take is a miss.
Okay. Would you have a problem dating a girl that make more money than you?
I'm looking for. It's future voice, man. I am looking for, man.
Yeah, these niggas crazy.
Yeah, man. I am looking for, man. To be honest with you, a lot of times that's my dilemma with females now. You don't have to make as much money as me or more than me. It's about getting up and trying to do something. It's a lot of times where females may have a job and I'm shit. You gotta go to work. If you like it, I love it. Sometimes they're not doing nothing and I try and give them opportunity or advice and I'll be like, yo, let's take 100,000 and invest in this. Let's take 50,000 and invest in this. And they never come up with anything. And trust me, I appreciate them not wasting my money. I really appreciate that. But it becomes a cycle to where they never try. So far as a girl making more money than me, absolutely, I'm looking for. That means you got about 200 M's. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I would. But it's about trying. You know what I'm saying? That's the real point. It's about trying. It's kind of like this, Bezo, Larry. And we're not talking about girls, so pause. You don't have to say pause or anything. It's like Sin, he never tries. You know, I've been telling him for years, he wants, Kim, why don't you open up a boxing gym? Why don't you open up a gym in Harlem? Just that there. I said, Sin, I got the money. Go put it together. I'm not going to look for ring mats and ropes and boxing. But Sin is a big time boxing fan. And he's right. If you do get a boxing gym in the middle of Harlem somewhere, it would probably be very, very successful. But Sin is like a nigga, or pardon me, a female. No disrespect when I say female, nigga, female, because I jump double dutch, so it's no pause on what I'm about to say. It's like Sin is like this. When niggas trying to jump in the double dutch of the girl, he never go in though. Of course, he just doing this the whole time. He never jumps in the rope. And he gives me all these excuses. We on 6 years of him trying to find a boxing ring location. And I got a lot of shit that failed. Y'all people out there in America and beyond is watching this show. I have more fails than things that were successful. You don't see the fails because they fail. It's just that the things that worked that were successful was super duper successful. But I try mad shit, and I don't mind losing money on a great effort. You know, do the due diligence. You know, how much is it going to cost for rent? How much is it going to cost for utilities? How much is the water bill? How much is this? How much is that? If we have a financial plan together and it doesn't work, I'm not mad at losing money. I'm mad when we don't try. And Sin is one of them niggas.
I don't like to waste money, man.
It's been 6 years, man. You gonna find a gym?
Let me finish my question.
You gonna find a gym in Harlem for the people, for the boxers?
You know what? I am.
You've been saying that.
Sin, do you really believe it though? Do you really believe there's talent in Harlem for you to be able to do that?
Yeah.
It ain't. I don't want it to just be in Harlem. Like Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, everybody goes from each borough and go to Gleason's gym. It's a John's gym in the Bronx that my boy Coach Bill coaches at. People go there from all boroughs. So
uncle, by the way.
But do you believe it though? Do you believe that you should have that? Because
I think the right location is see Larry, you're not from Harlem. It's a place called Mark 25. Used to be on 125th Street.
Yeah.
That would be my dream, to put a big boxing gym there where everybody could come to either work out or really do boxing. That would be dope to me.
So just real quick, just to elaborate for the audience outside of New York and give some more info so Larry understands. What Sin is saying is absolutely correct. It ain't about being in Harlem. Niggas would come to Harlem because it's attractive.
Right.
Like, yo, it's, oh shit, they got a boxing gym in Harlem. So the best boxers would come just to say they did box there. The place Sin had his heart set on, right, it used to be like, y'all would probably call it a swap meet or something like that, but it was dope. It was super dope. And then in the middle of Harlem. What Sin is talking about, and this leads more to me believing he's not going to do it. It's been vacant. Now, mind you, they've been building mad shit around it. Red Lobster, H&M, all type of shit. This place been vacant for 14, 15, maybe longer than that, years. Longer. So it's something going on with that place where it's not going to be rented because people been building all type of shit around it.
Right.
Get the fuck off the Mark 125 shit, bro, and move on to a new location. It's not gonna work there because somebody with a millionaire would have came and got that just because of the location. You still stuck on Mark 125 instead of looking for
But it's possible.
Nostalgia.
If it's possible, then why you ain't do it yet?
Make it happen, son.
Because when I meet Turkish Al Sheik, I'm gonna bring you and him together, and we gonna buy it.
That's the point.
And it's done.
But see, he living in fantasy land. He talking about meeting Turkish.
Sheik.
The guy who's doing the fight. Hey, listen, can we be realistic? Can we be realistic, man? Like, what's the over and under on Sin building the gym before the summer's over?
Over under?
We gonna
over and under, Larry. Give me over and under, because we gonna put it at the bottom of the screen.
Over
Come on,
and under,
Larry.
over and under,
Teammate.
over and under. You're a plus 600 at this point.
Plus 600.
Yeah, you're plus 600.
That's my nigga Larry.
Yeah, we gonna put this
Plus
on.
600,
We gonna put
yeah.
this on Cam's.
You're a
betting
long
site.
shot. You're a long shot.
Yeah,
Cam, yeah.
yes.
Plus 600.
Plus 600.
You want me to say something?
I think that's being nice.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say, Sid.
Go ahead, man. My
That's
bad.
crazy. Come on, you my nigga, man. Robbing me one time, my nigga. Damn.
Hey, yo. Go ahead,
Watch
bro.
your mouth. Wow.
I said ride with me. All right. We'll go to court. Anyway, listen, man. What's up with you and Omar? How you say his name? Omar Gooding Jr. Why is he making diss songs about you? He got it on his page every other day. What's going on? That's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s little brother, I think.
That's interesting.
What's up with you and him? Why is he dissing you?
You see how you just said, or whatever his name is? He gonna have a diss record for you now just because you said that. But on a serious note, what happened, and I didn't know this, I'm just found out, well, not just found out, I found out a couple weeks ago. What happened is that from what I'm understanding, maybe he could clear it up. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. But what happened is I said Omar Gooding Jr. by accident, and he's like, I said his name wrong because it's Cuba Gooding Jr. He's not the junior, Cuba is. So he said I called him out his name, which, my bad. I y'all the brothers, I'm sorry. I said Omar Gooding Jr. So I called him out his name. So I went under his page. When I seen it, I said, yo, bro, my bad. I don't want no smoke. Then he did a new song saying, yeah, you don't want no smoke, but you about to get it. Pause and did a whole nother song. And then I guess that I'm gonna take responsibility for this and saying anybody that I offended with these comments is that I didn't mean it in a negative way. When I said that it's kind of messed up for the B or C listed black actors, because the way I said it was, they just sitting around waiting for work, waiting for somebody to call them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When I didn't mean for it to come across so harshly. What I was saying is that the people that's B-listed and C-listed black actors, and me and Rich Paul actually had a conversation about it. And we was like, they should have built a network by now. Fuck a movie or putting a movie together. Those type of actors made enough money to where they should have their own black network right now. And that's what Rich Paul was talking about. But that's where all the beef with him, I don't have beef with him, actually stemmed from. I called him Omar Gooding Jr. when he's not the junior. And I said that these black actors be sitting around waiting for people to call them. And the reason I said that is, like I said, I didn't mean to be facetious or malicious. It's just that I booked you, Omar Gooding, no junior. You was in one of my movies, and I paid you $7,500 for a month. So I was sitting there saying, damn, man, I caught the nigga for $75 for the month. Felt kind of bad about it. $7,500 for 3 weeks. So, yeah, so I felt bad. That's why I was like, they sitting around, and like I said, man, it came across malicious, but it's a movie I did called Percentage. I'm actually the writer, the executive producer, starred in it. Me and him actually co-starred in it. But I paid him $7,500 for 3 weeks, and I'm like, I felt bad when I was doing it, and I'm like,
you should have.
No, I didn't. No, I felt bad saying they sitting around. I didn't feel bad about the prices. If that's your price. That's your price. You know, everybody had a price. Shout out to Vin Raines. He's in that movie. Macy Gray's in that movie. And shout out to the actors that don't get caught that much. I was trying to give them opportunity. So what I said, if it came across wrong, I didn't mean that, because I know you guys work hard at your craft and what you do. But Omar, I booked you 3 weeks for $7,500, and I let you star in the movie, co-star in the movie with me. Executive produced by my man Shakim, Queen Latifah. It was dope. I just didn't know if he co-starred anything since then.
Well, Omar's in Bakersfield right now. Comedy in Bakersfield, California right now.
Okay, yeah, he does stand up at restaurants now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I see. He's a restaurant. Yeah, he be in restaurants doing stand up.
I don't even know where Bakersfield
Golden
is.
Corral.
Yeah. He does stand ups at restaurants and he performs at bowling alleys and shit like that. So I'm sorry, man. If the nigga, I may have a restaurant or two for you to come do something that. But on a serious note, I was just trying to say that it's messed up for the BSC listed black actor. But yeah, I booked the nigga for $7,500 for 3 weeks. And I thought I overspent.
Damn. All right, now this question is kind of, I don't know. I didn't want to be messy like previously what I saw, another nigga sitting on a chair out of shape, trying to be messy, starting up things between friends. But this is a question I got to know. I saw a Dame Dash interview, and he said with all the people he put on, millionaires that became millionaires, billionaires, he should never be broke. And I'm going to say, I kind of agree with him on that. Because if it, not only was it just for him, those people wouldn't have made it to that plateau. So to that, you say what? When he says he should never be broke.
Yeah, listen, man, I seen that, man. And Dame's my big bro. I love Dame, man. I love that nigga like cook food, man. And let's see how to put this, right? You can't. So Dame, you know what's crazy? Because the nigga who was interviewing him didn't even say my name. Dame threw my name in it. He was like Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, Kanye, Rachel Roy, Camron. I was like, damn. I never had 100 million at one time, you know what I'm saying? Or 200 or whatever. And Dame know this more than anybody else. You can't stop hustling. All them people Dame put on that he named, it wasn't like they got a chunk of money and stopped. Everybody kept hustling. They kept going. You did put Kevin Hart in his first movie. I was actually in that movie with Kevin Hart, Paper Soldiers. And you have to be thankful for the opportunity. But did Kevin Hart keep going on and doing a bunch of other shit? Yeah, he wouldn't be Kevin Hart just from being Kevin Hart from Paper Soldiers. It ain't like Kevin Hart from Paper Soldiers and be like, yeah, he owed Dame. Like the movie, it wasn't Avatar. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Blair Witch. But you did give him an opportunity. I understand that. But after the opportunity, it's about keep going hustling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just using him as one example. But when Dame put my name in it, I'm like, damn, bro. Me and Dame, we be going through these little speak and don't speak. But one thing for sure, I love that nigga, and I don't let niggas talk about Dame around me anyway. But sometimes me and him go through this little thing to where, so last time me and Dame spoke, he called me and he like, yo, you down with the Pap Pap Club? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Dame? Now I seen you with 50. You came in and padded your pockets. What's up with that? I said, pardon me. I said, it wasn't nothing. It was all good. He said, nah, Cam, you can't be down with the Pap Pap Club. That's a Pap Pap. I was just laughing. I said, this nigga Dame is crazy. So he says, yo, you mind if I talk about it? Because me and 50 going through something. I said, I don't care, do whatever you want to do. So he ends up talking about it a couple weeks later. And then nigga says, yo, Cam letting niggas come up and smack him on the ass. See, it always goes too far. You didn't tell me that on the phone because I would not okay for you to say that niggas is coming up smacking me on the ass because nobody's coming up smacking me on the ass. So then I was like, see, this is, what are we doing here? What are we doing? So then I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a little freestyle I shot a video for, and I was like, it's real disappointing when your OG turns snaggletooth. In the song, and I had him in the video with his situation. I said, I can't even, I love the nigga too much. I can't even put this out. I felt bad after I shot it. But he's on the internet telling niggas, What you do, this is exact words, what you do when a big, strong nigga come smack you in the ass. And I'm like, yo, you violating, bro. Your internet violating, B. So I said, I couldn't even put the video out. I said, I'm not doing it. And so he has the movie Honor Up coming out on BET. So he calling niggas like, yo, she just got on the internet saying niggas smacking me on the cheeks, pause. I'm like, yo, I ain't posting, bro. But the thing that got me more confused is because the week before that, prior to him being on BET, he always said he don't need no major TV sponsor, nothing of this, none of that, and he do everything on his own. And niggas who go to the network, that's not independent. I'm independent, this, that, and third. Now you calling and talking about post BET. It goes against what you talking about for me, and I know he'll have an answer to this when he talks. Well, this is a particular so-and-so. You know, Dame is very smart and has a high vocabulary, start using words to confuse you. You know, Dame taught me what the word fiduciary means, which y'all probably don't even know what fiduciary means. But Dame is very articulate, very smart. But I don't care. You're independent or you're not. That's the point. Back to the him not having money thing. He shouldn't have to work for anything. Look, yeah, my bad. But like with Dame, I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight. Buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your niggas and then a personal mansion in London for something else or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London. We just going to fucking London, hanging out, not saying, I put on my artists or really, more Jim and Jewels, but we was all Dipset, SAS. Just out in London spending money. I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts. Airfare, flying everywhere. Dame, I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey. Dame is the only nigga that I ever seen to this day. I'm talking about to this day, and I've been in a lot of places, and like I said, maybe I haven't been in the right places. I've never seen a nigga with a urinal in their house yet. Dame is the only nigga I see where you go to his house and he got the stand-up shit in the men's room. He got a urinal in his house, in the movie room, a urinal. You go to Dame house, he got a crib in Malibu. Yo, these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They make museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit you bought. And I'm being nice, I'm not even naming half of it. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I ain't have half the shit I just named. I ain't have no 2 lofts in Soho. I ain't have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't have no damn urinal. This all the shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good budgeting money, thank God. And thank God I keep coming up with different hustles to do this. Now, did Dame give me my opportunity to get back on my feet? Absolutely. Absolutely. I may not be here if it wasn't for Dame, but not because of the initial favor he did for me. He signed me to Rockefeller, and I took off and I kept doing other things and other things and other things. I'm not eating off the Rockefeller money no more. Thirdly, and Dame would testify, when I was getting it and I was signing Dame, I would take Dame briefcases of money. Briefcases like the mob, nigga. Like, you show up with your man the briefcase and give the nigga briefcase, open it, money in it. Couple times, brought Dame briefcases of money when I first started getting real money at Rockefeller. So when he be like, niggas don't do this and that, no, bro, how long niggas supposed to do? You cannot just stop hustling and be like, the niggas who up, you just be like, I shouldn't have to work no more. Dame know this better than anybody. Until you hit that hustle, that one lick, you gotta keep hustling. And the thing about it is, me personally, Dame lives at a higher echelon, if that's the right word I'm using, than the rest of us. I said, even the best house I live in, me and Dame got to an argument one time. I said, yo, we was going back and forth about some shit. Oh yeah, it was about Kanye house. He said, yeah, me and this nigga going back and forth. He's like, yeah, I just left Kanye house. He got horse shit. You got dog shit in your house. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, what's this about? Yeah, I'm just saying you ain't getting it like that. Da, 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 da. I'm like, dang, where are we going with this? He's talking about, I'm just saying, nigga, it took me 35 minutes from the driveway to get up to his house. I said, oh, dang, all right, no problem. He said, you live in a little house. I said, Dave, you never been to all my houses. I said, my crib, at that time I had a crib in Florida. I won't say what part or whatever. I said, Dave, my crib in Florida is 9,000 square feet. Oh, that's still little. That's a little house. 9,000 square, okay. We going back and forth. Now we in a full-fledged argument. Fuck out of here. You ain't doing this, doing that. I said, Dave, I own all my houses. You don't own any of your houses. He said, yeah. Who want to own a house in a recession? I said, that's the time to own them. I lose the argument every time. The best way to beat Dame is on a text. You're not going to beat him verbally. So, but to answer your question, I love Dame. That's my bro. And whatever I can do for him, I absolutely will. But all this shit, you shouldn't have to work no more. And then nigga wasn't even thinking about me. Throw my name in, and it's kind of crazy. But you spend crazy. You spend crazy, and you talk crazy to people too. I'm just a nigga who knows you, so I could tolerate some of your verbal abuse, even though you don't consider it verbal abuse. Yo, no. Yo, imagine sitting you just walking nigga out and say, yo, watch your shoulders, because that's museum wall right there. That ain't apartment wall or sheetrock wall or whatever wall. Nigga says museum wall. I tell Dame talks crazy. Last thing, and I'm just saying, it's his spending. Dame would be set for life if he knew how to manage his money. He made more than enough money not to work no more. But he want to keep hustling, and I dig it. It's in him, pause. That's just something he want to do. But when it's not working out, you can't get mad at other people. I tell people all the time, Dame is like Dr. Brown from Back to the Future. Because people say Dame is crazy, and God bless the dead. Irv Gotti came to my crib one time, and he's saying, yo, man, you're the only one who could talk to Dame, bro. You know what you should do? Have a talk with him. He said, because when he's up and he's acting crazy, which he's not acting, he looks like a genius. But when he's down and he's talking like this, he looks crazy. You should have a talk with him. And I told Irv Gotti, I say, yo, the problem with this, it's not a problem, but this is Dame. He's Dr. Brown from Back to the Future. And what I mean when I say that is that, you know a nigga who be telling you, yo, I got a time machine. You be like, this nigga's crazy. But he fuck around and have a time machine. You know what I'm saying? You can't count Dame out. Dame will come up with some shit next year and have another $200 million company. I remember when Dame was going through his shit, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I'll make another $100 million company tomorrow. That's what I do. He made 3 different $100 million companies, whether it was Rockefeller, IIWII, Rachel Roy. He makes $100 million companies, so you can never count Dame out. But you can't get mad at niggas for not spending how you spend and say you shouldn't have to be working no more. Dame, one time, and Bezo is here, Bezo had to walk out the office because I told Dame, we walked in the office. I'm just giving you an idea of how disrespectful his mouth is, pause. Even the niggas he know, and he don't even realize it. We went in the office, he said, yo, where you coming from, Cam? What you doing? I said, yo, I just came from the Bronx. He said, word, the Bronx still there? I thought the Bronx burned down. And I'm like, dang, come on, man. He said, no, seriously, the Bronx still there? Bezo was there. Bezo said, yo, I'm gonna leave, because you know Bronx niggas take that shit serious. Niggas like, yo, I'm about to walk out the office. You know, Dame, I gotta go. He's Bezo on 100. And he said, what's wrong with him? The Bronx didn't burn down? This is the shit he does. It's like talks.
Facts.
Well, speaking of Dame, I always wanted to know, you ever had a slight feeling of guilt of, the internal issues that was going on with Rockefeller announcing that you was going to be vice president before it actually happened? Like, did you have a feeling of guilt of speaking too soon?
Yeah, I did, actually. That's a good question. I actually did, because I may have jumped the gun talking about it, but I wasn't told not to talk about it. So I was like, damn, maybe I'm speeding talking about it. But you got to realize, for me personally, is that when I got the Rockefeller, I hit the ground running, meaning that I've been in 2 bad deals prior to getting there. So, and not bad deals. The deal with Entertainment wasn't a bad deal. They just lost their deal. And then when they lost their deal, I had to go straight to Epic. And Epic, they didn't know how to market me. I did SDE with Epic, and they just didn't know how to market that album, which that's a lot of people's favorite album. Some people come home with me, whatever your preference is. A lot of people like SDE, and they didn't know how to market it. So when I got the Rockefeller, Dame helped me get out that situation too. So I love him for that. Never will be forgotten. When I got there, I already knew everything, what to do, because I got jerked around already, to where my opinion was, and I don't mean this in a bad way, because people will stir up emotion and get emotional, and I'm not saying this to be a diss, to where the artists at Rockefeller been around good people their whole time, to where they like, these niggas got us, and that's a fact. You know, not saying Bleak or Beanie or State Property or whoever else, well, they didn't know the business, but you had niggas who cared. You had Jay-Z who cared about you. You had Biggs who cared about you. You had Dame Dash who cared about you. You had Bobby who's doing radio about you. You had John.com who loved their work. You had Emmanuel who's doing videos who loved their work. You had Sherry. You had... These people genuinely cared for the artist, to where when I got there, I'm off of niggas didn't care for me. So I got to go bust these moves. I need to go talk to Bobby Dash at radio. I need to talk to G. Robeson at A&R and hip hop. I need to talk to the promotion department. After I talk to the promotion department, I gotta go upstairs and talk to Kevin Lowndes and Julie Greenwell and Kaiser and Ken Lane, because I know what's going on now because of these 2 bad deals that I came out of. I know where the money should be going. I know how much should be allocated to marketing, how much should be allocated to promotion, how much should be allocated to the studio, etc. I understood the business. So at that point, I was busting moves faster than probably any other artist they had there. And I'm pretty sure that other artists and Jay-Z didn't like how fast I was moving. So when Dame did offer me that, I'm like, that's just another announcement I can make, because it's looking like Cam was like in a terrible situation. I'm starting to get my crew together with the Diplomats, and now I'm doing good as a solo artist. Let me make this announcement, even though it was a real announcement that Dame told me. We just couldn't figure it out contractually. But I didn't know he didn't consult with Jay-Z about it. But when you ask me, do I feel the blame? Maybe I did jump the gun and talk about it too soon, because no contracts was signed, no deal was done. But I'm looking at it as, okay, this is Cam coming out of a shitty situation, busting all these moves in a small time.
Oh. All right, let's go back a little earlier. You was in a group called COC, which had Mace, yourself, Derek Bloodshed, Six Figure, the producer, Digger. Derek died in a car crash. Take me back to that day and what you was doing. Where were you when you heard about it? Was anything different that day now that once you think about it? Like, take me back to that day.
Derek is Bloodshed for the audience that doesn't know that. To be honest, actually, me and Jim went to Delancey Street. It wasn't really nothing different about the day. We was buying some shit. I don't know, it's East. I don't know what the fuck we was doing, but we actually took the train back uptown, and when we got uptown, we got a call that he died. Somebody called Jim actually, and we was in Jim house. Jim was like, yo, Blood died? And I called my grandmother, and my grandmother just was crying. When she was crying, I hung up. And I just went over there. I mean, it wasn't really nothing like, if you asking like the sky or some shit like that was like, did a flash of light or some shit. It wasn't no like spiritual shit, if that's kind of where you going with it. It just kind of would like...
Yeah, I know you're superstitious. That's
yeah,
why
I am. I'm very superstitious. Very, very, but no, nothing. More after people die, I get a lot of signs and lights and numbers and shit like that. I see a lot of different things that let me know that a lot of people that I died are going, whether it's apartment numbers, whether it's songs that come on at the right time, whether it's a license plate that I see that remind that, to let me know that they all looking over me. Everybody that I fuck with that passed away.
Did you ever think you and Mace would be here again, being that y'all got strong personalities and kind of unforgiving people? Once you cross a line with them, I'm talking about people. Once you cross a certain line with them, there's no coming back. Did you ever think y'all would be cool again and be at this place and where y'all at now?
No, I didn't. I actually absolutely did. And not because I didn't want to or something, but it's just, time goes along, and when you're in the mix, still trying to get to it, you don't dwell on a lot of things that coulda, woulda, shoulda been. It's more of a, oh well, I gotta keep it moving. I gotta do what I gotta do. And you're not really backtracking. And like you said, both of us are kind of alpha males, to where it's like, I'm not calling him first. He like, I'm not calling you first. I remember, what's crazy is that after he did Gilly and Wallow and I did Gilly and Wallow, I called Sham and told nigga Bethel told my mates, tell the nigga that shit ain't about nothing. I love the nigga, this, that, third. So Sham put us on a group text. And we both ain't want to be the first person to say nothing on the group text. So Sham like Mace, Cam, Mace, and we both sitting there. And I remember Sham calling me back. He's like, yo, Killer, could you just say something? This nigga Murder said you ain't say nothing. I'm like, he ain't saying nothing, no. And I just said, fuck it, let me just say, Murder, what's up? And then that's how that went. So yeah, I would say I wouldn't think it, but I'm absolutely very, very happy and thank God that we are back where we at, because this is where it's supposed to be anyway.
Right. Being that you pride yourself to be a numbers guy, calculators, not using calculators, whatever. Your first album, no, because you always trying to tell somebody how to do division, and then you don't want to use pen and paper, talking about that's old school and whatever, man. Anyway,
no, you call me for math problems all the time. I'm a mathematician, man. Nobody want to give me my props? Nobody. Why you just gonna start this segment off and be like,
I ain't get an immediate answer when I asked you about something. I said, how long would it take to get 100 miles doing 60 miles an hour? And you had to call me back. You didn't. If you was my nigga from Beautiful Mind, John Nash, you would have just gave me the answer. You had to call me back.
Yeah, because I don't see people, son. John Nash sees random people that's not there. God bless him. God bless John Nash. I think he was great person, man. But I thank God I'm not seeing imaginary people, man. What are we doing?
Ask my question, man.
Guy, you didn't even finish the question.
When your first album came out, Confessions of Fire, I know what the labels tell you, predicted sales. I don't like that word predicted, but predicted sales and everything. Being that you're a numbers guy, how many records did you think you was gonna sell your first album out?
Well, I wanted to go platinum at least, because you got to think. I'm kind of coming under Mace umbrella. He just sold 3 million. It ended up ballooning to 5 million. Well, he come out the gate selling 3 million, 4 million, and I just went go. I was very disappointed. I was very, very, very disappointed. I remember they was coming to give me my gold plaque. I believe it's Club Exit. I don't know if it was Carbon at the time. They changed that club name so many times. And Polly Anthony, who was the head of Epic Records at the time, was coming to present me with this trophy. And Unna and Jacob was like, you got to go out there. I'm like, I'm not going out there. I was so mad and upset that I only went gold, that I didn't even want the plaque. I was pissed off. I was mad because I was saying I got to go platinum minimum if Mace is doing 3-4 million records. So I was predicting to hopefully go platinum, but at that time, it was different. It isn't like streaming. You had to ship records. But if you don't ship enough records, the record store don't have them. But then you don't want to overship because you got to buy the records back. It was a whole process of how records got sold. You could have sold more records your first week, but you didn't want to put out, say, I think my first week I did 110,000, but they only shipped out, and I could be wrong, Jacob, Jacob Yoka can't wait to sit there and tell me the exact numbers. But if you only ship out 100, 20,000 records, you not reaching everybody. So you might have could have sold 200. I'm just using this as examples, but I really did 110 my first week. So you could have sold 200, or if you overship and thinking you're gonna sell 500 first week and ship out 900 and you only sell 80, now you sitting there buying records back and you look crazy. So to answer your question flat out is I was very disappointed with having a gold album.
You're disappointed?
Very highly upset, highly.
Okay.
Yeah, well. I know, Sin. I know your expectations and my expectations is a little different. I dig it. I dig it, man.
Best career moment for you?
Best career moment. Oh, that's a good question. Best career moment. Damn, man. That's so many highlights. I can't think. Can I answer it another way? Because I can't think of a. If you want to make some recommendations, because you telling you last show you told me what my memory should be.
Yeah.
So if you got like an ABC. Oh, what do you suggest? I don't know.
The time you was selling sneakers and fucking Redman had on a disguise and popped up, and we didn't know it was Redman until you signed the sneakers and all that for him, and he took his disguise off, and it was fucking Redman. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I grew up a Redman fan too. Like,
exactly.
I love when I bump into the people that inspired me. You know, when I bump into Eric Sherman, Redman, of course. Redman had hits. Well, it's time for some action tonight's the night. Redman had it.
Yeah.
Slick Rick, anybody I see Rakim is just, it's always a pleasure, pause, because those are the guys that inspired me to want to dress like them or be like them and rap like them and everything else. Coogee Rap. I never met Coogee Rap, but he's a big inspiration. So that's always a great moment. I would say, I don't know if that's career-wise, that's more of a moment. But if you're saying career-wise, I would say probably doing my own movie and making millions of dollars off Killer Season, because that was a shot in the dark. At the end of the day, I sat there and seen the people before me. Like I said, I seen Master P do the Bout It movie. I seen Dame and them do Streets is Watching movie. There's a bunch of street movies. Niggas was making Tubi movies before Tubi. So when I did Killer Season and it was so successful, I was really shocked because I didn't know. I was just like, man, we gonna go for it. And it was really, really successful. So career-wise, that's probably one of my greatest achievements because I wasn't expecting it to do what it did. And people still watch it to this day. So it's one of my greatest achievements, I would say.
Give me your personal favorite record that you did, not album, record, just one song. Your favorite of all time that you did.
Yeah, come on, man. There's too many to name. If you asking me my favorite, my personal favorite would probably be Killer Cam, the one the Heatmakers did that's on Purple Haze. With Opera Steve singing.
Right.
It's just real like Lion King-esque. You know what I'm saying? The singing in the background, the drums was right. It's a great song to come out to when I do shows because my name is in it. So that's probably, if you put me and back me in a corner, pause and ask me this question today, that would be the answer. But I could probably name 100 other records that I did, but that's the one that's standing out right now.
All right, well, since we're running out of time, favorite porn star ever?
It varies. I go through my Cherokee phases. And Jada Fire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nasty time. Jada Fire, When you looking for big tits and areolas, you can't miss with Jada Fire, you know what I'm saying? Then sometimes I want to be a little 90-pound, little Piper Perry, little 90-pound joint you could toss around when you want to go to the Caucasian way. Mia Khalifa when you feeling Arabish. But sometimes I like to watch Streetwalkers. The reason I like Streetwalker porn is because they gotta go where they gotta go, and you gotta get where you gotta get, and they trying to suck your dick, pause, to keep it moving and keep doing what you gotta do. They putting that work in that 6 or 7 minutes in that car. Streetwalker porn. Make sure y'all check that out. It's probably top of the line. It ain't just a female porn star. That's probably my favorite category.
That's amateur?
Definitely amateur. I don't like watching the porn stars like you know, when you ask me my favorite porn star, it's more like the DVD era. Anything on Pornhub, X Video, Spank Bang, XXNH. You know, I go to the amateur. I don't want to know because it make it seem real. I actually type in projects sometimes. You know, I actually type in the projects because it's realistic shit. When you on a set and all that, you know they came to do it. But I like them little joints where you see the laundry in the background. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of old dirty clothes or you know what is really real when a cat go by in the background. You know, I done my joints because I know it's realistic.
So you don't like the piece of delivery or the cable guy no more?
You know what it is, son? Is that I like that, but they got the real shit now. The bitches be coming to the door with the Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And they towel be falling off, and I'll be like, you can tell if it's fake or not, because the guy sometimes will be like, yo, this is too good to be true. Sometimes they'll say no. And sometimes, you know, you got that nigga outside the house who doing construction, and the lady like, stop making all that noise and invite him in. You know, that's the real problem with amateur, is that you don't know if they staged it or didn't stage it. And I'm in the realistic. So if it's realistic piece of delivery, yeah, but you know if they faking or not. I like when it seems realistic. I don't like no more, pardon me, when it's a set and all that.
All right, for my last one, what's the most thoughtful gift a girl ever gave you?
The most thoughtful. You know, like May said the other day, these bitches gotta start putting some more thought into the gifts they give you. Shit. May said, think harder. That nigga murder crazy. But the most thoughtful, the most thoughtful is probably, I got a honey bun, some cherry pies. Like some sunflower, it wasn't sunflower seeds. So I juice during the week and everything, and like Friday's like my cheat day, and this girl knew that, and she had a bag full of like all the little Entenmann's and shit that I like, and then gave it to me. And then this same girl, you know, sometimes I got stomach problems, you know, IBS and shit. She'll bring me little drops and shit. It's nothing expensive, but she always sends me things that's gonna make me smile, or basically what I need to make me feel better, or just a little snack. You know what I'm saying? Little hostess. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while, man. So if you're saying thoughtful, that's the most.
Yeah. Oh, we can move to expensive. What's the most expensive gift you got?
Bitches ain't buying me expensive shit lately, man. I don't know. That's why I'm looking for the girl that make more money than me. You know, I'm trying to think the last expensive thing that I got. It's hard, man. Probably God bless the dead. Tawassa used to give me a bunch of shit. Neiman. Nostrum, you know.
Furs.
Yeah, furs, sneakers, all type of shit. Tawassa used to lace me, man. RP Tawassa, I miss my baby. She took care of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, that was probably, she died in 2019, so it's been slow ever since then on the gifts.
All right. Well, what more you want to accomplish other than being a billionaire? Like, what more do you want to do?
Like, it's probably just see how many blowjobs I get in a year. That would probably be one of my biggest accomplishments. I'm on the trail to beat Wilt Chamberlain. I'm trying to see how many blowjobs I can accumulate from females in a year. If we could get 290 and it's 365, I think that'll be a great achievement for this year. But that's probably the top priority so far this year. And the other thing that I want to do is that I actually went to the store last week and I tried on some Dockers and New Balance, and I choked the shit out New Balance to practice dressing like Bill Gates and them niggas when I get up there in a little while. So I actually I'm looking forward to wearing Dockers and choked out New Balance when I'm wealthy. And I'm gonna send y'all the pictures. I'm gonna see if we put them up here, but I actually got video of me walking with my hands in my pocket with Dockers and my shirt tucked in and my New Balance choke, because that's when you know it's super duper lit. You don't want to talk to anybody. So when I can wear choked out New Balance and Dockers and don't give a fuck what nobody think, that'll be a big accomplishment for me.
So you looking forward to not wearing socks?
I don't wear socks sometime now, son. You know, I don't. That's how I feel out here, man. I throw the baby powder in my shit and then I'm out. You know, sometimes I don't wear socks, man. I know you don't like it, but at the end of the day, man, it's cool, man. Sometimes it's all right, man. Because, you know, most of the time when I don't wear socks, it'd be in my Air Ones, and I don't recycle those like that. I keep them around in case I got to bust a move or something, but they turn into slippers. I gotta
all right,
go,
so what's the
Sid.
most notable?
Yo, this is it, Sid. We gotta go. Go ahead.
Wait, one more.
Can I ask
Hold on. Go ahead. What up?
So what's the most noticeable change you noticed about yourself in the past 4 years?
Let you tell it. You tell me, because you got a bunch of shit that I changed about. Go ahead. So you tell me what's my changes. Give me 3 things. Go ahead.
You're not willing to really participate in conversations about stuff that you're not around anymore. Like, you know, I tell you that they're tearing down this to build luxury apartments, and you really don't want to hear it. And I'd be like, yo, you don't understand. Like, we grew up around this. What's your problem? How could you forget where we shared?
Okay, go ahead. No, I want to do this one at a time. So just the last 3 questions. That's the first one. But go ahead, you finish. Well, I'm mad at what they're tearing shit down.
No, you're not mad. It's just that you don't care, and I wonder why. Like, this is where where we're from.
Right. And the way it goes is like this. Is like, I dig what you're talking about, and this nostalgia and certain things we're gonna miss, etc. But where I live now is the white people or the richer black people be like, niggas wasn't around here back when we was growing up. What are these niggas doing here now? It's gentrification in their neighborhood too. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, what is this nigga doing here?
Reverse.
Is Sin still there?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. They switched the camera. Yeah, it's reverse gentrification when you're in these people's neighborhoods. And then as far as certain things, the reason why I don't indulge in conversations with you like this is because me and you both are from Harlem. And Sin, it isn't like you still live in Harlem. You live upstate around deers and rabbits and possum and shit like that. It's like, bro, you do all this talking about Harlem, this, Harlem, that. I'm not saying you don't be there. You definitely be out there. But when you go to sleep, let me ask you a question. When the last time you spent the night in Harlem?
Don't do that, Bezo.
Yeah, I'm just asking. When the last time you spent the night in Harlem?
Listen, man. Hey, we was in a lounge till the sun came up in Harlem. All right. Me and you and other people. Yeah. So don't do that. It ain't like,
yo, you know what this nigga told me the other day? The nigga told me the other day. I'll let you, we going along. So you got one more shit you mad at me about, and then we'll save it for because we got to film again. The nigga told me the other day that I said, yo, son, I was hustling in Ohio, this, that, and the third, da. I got shot, you know what I'm saying? They tried to contact me. He said, yeah, you acting like you don't remember. I said, I do. What do you mean? I do remember. Nigga said, do it again. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
There's something
Yo,
wrong.
shit.
Yeah, you can't make this
Nigga want me to risk my freedom and get shot up again. And now I'm a sucker because I don't want to do all that. It's crazy. It's wild.
You just be talking a little bougie sometimes, man. That's why I got to remind you, man.
Bougie is
A
crazy.
little too nice, man. What happened to 04?
Yeah.
2004.
Yeah, he want me to be 04 Cam in 2025 is wild.
Yo, change is good, son. Change is good, son.
Yeah, man. Yeah, last one. We gotta wrap this up. Nick is telling me. Yeah.
Okay. When you Google your name, it says your net worth is around 12 million.
Mm-hmm.
To that, you say to what?
More power to the internet. The internet say my middle name is Ezekiel. It's not.
Okay. You know, that was a stunt. That was a stunt question, actually.
Oh no.
And
Oh no. Oh no.
Following me.
Yo, listen, man. At the end of the day, I told you what I'm going to practice to do. It's not far. Choke down New Balance and Dockers. That's not $12 million. You got to have at least 300 to do the choked out New Balance and Dockers thing. I'm not saying I got 300 neither. It's coming. Pause. It's coming, man. And you know, what you wanted me to do is I'm not going to belittle people because I could really say and say, I don't want to talk to you if you can't go on your phone and show me $20 million right now. You want me to talk spicy to niggas? No, I'm not going to do it, son. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not falling into that. Dockers.
Oh, you don't want to be bougie now.
Dockers and New Balance. Bezo said he got something to ask you before we get out of here.
I just want to ask you and all Knicks fans, why is it that LeBron James has more playoff points than your team as a franchise?
We so focused on being lit. We share the basketball, brother. You really talking about a nigga who just scored all the points on his own and he's just the main star. No, when we play, we play. It was John Starks, it was motherfucking Charles Oakley, it was Anthony Mason, it was Derek Harper, it was Patrick Ewing. You knew all these players. You knew the bench players. You knew who Hubert Davis was. You knew Monty Williams. Now y'all praising him because he's a coach.
Sin, answer the question.
Listen, you knew everybody.
Sin, answer the question, please, because you're a Knicks fan. So how is it that LeBron, he only came in the league in 2000, Sin.
2003.
2003. So how does he have more points in the playoff as your team as a franchise? Since the 60s, the Knicks been around. That's embarrassing.
He's good.
Sin, he's that good?
He's a good player. Is he better than Michael Jordan?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a good player.
Michael Jordan doesn't play. Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant doesn't play for the Knicks.
They don't play no more. Why is he?
And they don't play for the Knicks. Their teams is not on that list.
Answer that, Sin. Why does one man have more than your whole team franchise in the playoffs?
We're not gonna be all night. Yo, listen.
Good night, Sin.
Sin, look, listen. The Knicks, we're gonna end it like this. The Knicks are doing sensational this year. They're in third place. They're a couple games out of second place. The second half of the season is about to start. We're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty, but we can't say that the Knicks aren't doing good this year. But the Lakers, which is B's team, is also in it. So we'll see how this happens. This plays
Get out the second round.
We'll see how this plays out.
Get out the second round this year, Sin.
As the playoffs pick up. And just shout out to the Knicks because since I never give the Knicks no props. The Knicks are doing sensational. They actually had they had two starting all-stars and didn't even play on the same team. They played to 40.
Lakers did too, Sin. Lakers did too, Sin.
And you taller than our franchise player. Let them know that.
We got to get ready to go. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to Talk with Flea. We'll see y'all again soon. Good looking. Shout out to my nigga Cinco Cell.
Yeah, I like that.